Hello guys, how are you? It's me, Keka, plus and plus. Don't forget. Today I have something. Oh, these ones are my crystals, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to take them out. Yes, today I have something different for you. It's not a haul, even though I have a pile of things in there that I need to record. It's actually something, how can I say, different. It's a project. I'm very excited. First time that I do something like this. So expect mistakes, undo, reaping, starting again. Name it. And this one was inspired by Margareth, Sevenplaza. How? Oh well. For those ones who follow her, you will know straight away what I mean. She uses like an album or book, something with dividers, and she puts in there all the labels. Well, I haven't been able to find anything like that, to be honest, and I love it. So what did I do? I started producing my own book to put my labels. Yes, it is quite challenging, really challenging, but it's such a good feeling, guys. You know what I mean. When you do something, I'm gonna move this, and it works, you feel awesome. Yes, you do feel awesome. So what I did is I did manage to do a little bit, so I can, how can I say, I did some work in advance, so it's not too long. Otherwise we're not gonna, I'm not gonna be able to end up ever, not even in 2024, probably 2025 we'll still doing the recording, and by then everybody will be just be gone from my channel. So I prefer just to make it a little bit short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to go by the flow, and as long as I'm going to tell you what do we need and all the things, how did I did it, where do you get the things, or what you, I mean, also before I forget, anything that I need is going to be as much as possible, because there's some things that I've been giving, some things that I've been purchasing for ages, so I'm not quite sure where to get the the link from, but they will be in the description box. Now, not necessarily what I have is what you need to use. Remember, you do you can, I mean, if I like browns, maybe you like blacks, maybe you like pink. You do you. I mean, and the measurements that I did is pretty much to accommodate what I have, because I and plus I don't like big books or big projects. I like, always my tendency is going into miniature and small things, to be honest. So here we go. Now what I did is I did some of the signatures and I did put it in my presser. Yes, my husband fixed it for me. See? Okay, the paper. The paper, I bought it on Spotlight, but pretty much what is this one. So in the United States, you must probably having something very similar. It is the craft paper and it's 176 grams. I want it thick, I mean, and hard paper, because it's going to be like a storage pretty much. So that's why, one of the reasons why. It's a cardstock paper, okay, and they come in here around, I'm not quite sure how many, but this is pretty much, it's like an A5. Okay, can you see it? So a Spotlight. So if I can find it, because I saw it in the internet, so I'm gonna put the, for you guys, the ones that who lives around here in down unders. in Australia, the link, so you can have a look at it as well. But as I said, you can do any paper, anything. Size pretty much is like this. See, it's pretty thick, but not as thick, and it's really good. So it's manageable to fold it, so it's no problem. And as you can see, it doesn't bend or whatever, the way that I didn't want it, because otherwise it's easy to rip, and I didn't want that. So this is one signature, okay? This is another signature, and this is another signature. This is the one that it goes in the back, this is the one that it goes in the middle, and this is the one on top. I did 3 signatures, and I'm going to show you now. This is pretty much how it's going to look. Numbers. I did the numbers using this die cut, which is this one, okay? And I used the smallest number. I liked them, and I was not wrong. As you can see, it's a very nice font. When I cut it, perfect. No problem at all. I use stamps and stickers from Temu to put inside. I did use distress ink, vintage photo from Temu. I mean, sorry, for Tim Holtz, because I wanted something dark to make sure. I did read the edges with the ruler, and I'm going to show you by doing the last 2, okay, with you guys. So that's why I left the last 2 ones to be doing it with you, so you know exactly what I mean and do. Then where did you get those pockets from? You won't believe it. Baking paper is the best. Look, it's perfect for these type of things. I mean, it's not thin, it's not thick, it's translucent, it's beautiful. See? So what I want to put in there, these ones, for example, are from Temu. We have these ones there, for example. I want to cut the edges, the white edges, because I really don't like. But I can put it like that, like Margareth put it in hers. See? I can still see it. And I can put all the things, all this, like these ones, like labels, you could say, they call it. Whether they got already prints or the ones that I am going to probably make, like in black and white, things like that. So yeah, I love it. So, and as you can see, I did put a bit of in here as well, the a bit the, how you call this, the ink. So yeah, look, nice, isn't it? Look at that. And I did also stamping. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this. So we're not gonna waste any more time and start working, guys. Okay, all right, this one is already done, so I'm gonna put it on the side. Now this one, I put it on the side. Okay, you're going to need one. I don't have any smaller one, so I have only this one, the metallic one. All right, now for my thing, I do have the measurements in here. I did say, better do it again. Okay, it is 4.5 inches, okay, wide. Then the other one, it is what I use, why, okay, there. is around 7 3/4. Okay, is 1 2 3 4 5 6, sorry, 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 3/4. All right, that's my measurement. You can change it. Why did I do this measurement? Now I'm gonna explain you exactly why. I have this one, see, this one is a cork paper, and it's, if I'm not wrong, I just put one video where all the links and descriptions of the things that I bought in that order from Temu. It's amazing, it's beautiful, really beautiful. Now another thing is that I'm going to do everything from scratch. As you can see, and even I'm gonna do the covers, and I already got it cut. Okay, but there's one thing, you can use an old book. How are you going to use the old book? Easy. This I found it in my library. So, and the pages are absolutely divine, and look at the fonts that they use in there. I mean, it's pretty good, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what they do. If you say in there, say there is a gap in there, right there, and if you see in there, you can cut it in there, right there. So I'm gonna do this one right now so I can show you guys. And you can see all the layers, exactly the same layers that I'm gonna try to emulate, because as I said, this is the time that I'm doing this, and I don't know, oh my god, I don't know how it's going to end up, but I will do it. And now I'm gonna cut this one, which is right in there where you see that the gap is. Okay guys, not any other place. See, this is what we're going to do now. What I'm trying to emulate. It's gorgeous, isn't it? I love it, freaking love it, but it's gonna be a little bit different. Okay, why? You will see, because we're going to sew this thing. Now these ones for project, many projects that we're gonna do. What are we gonna do with this one? We can do another one of these ones. I can do this one and cover it with new paper and stuff, or just leave it as it is. If you like more old looking vintage, and do one for stamps or any other thing if you want. But see, it's perfect. You don't need probably a bigger one unless you want to do a bigger one and put everything together with the same process. Easy. Now, before I forget, I'm gonna do some linking as well of the people that I follow when I want to do books and journals and things like that, a little bit more elaborated, the way that I'm going to do now. And you're gonna be pleased because they are amazing. One is from, I believe, for the accent, I think it is from UK, if I'm not wrong, or otherwise is from United States. Now I'm doubting myself. And the other one is definitely Australian, and it's a young girl. She is amazing with what she does. But you see, it's perfect. The only thing that we can do in here is just reinforced the spine, and that is very easy. Okay, but for another video. Oh yeah. Okay, let's start. Now we're talking. Now, what I need to do first, we need to mark whatever size you're gonna do in here, as I said, in here is 4.5, and then 6 3/4. All right, all depend on you. You have to manage it yourself with your own measurements, because I mean, if you wanna do something like it is you, why not? Unless you wanna copy the measurements, which you are very welcome to do it anyways. So I've been saying all the measurements as long as I go. In here, as you can see, I already did all the measurements, and I mark. So as you can see, that fits right in there. See? Okay, now how did I cut it? Easy. I just put all the things. Now this one is the one that is going to be in the cover, say there. This is the cover in here, glued to here. Those are the ones that with the X are the ones that are going to be glued to the covers. Okay, so yeah. All right, now I'm gonna put it there. Oh, another thing is that I noticed that this paper is really easy to cut, which is really good for me, because you know sometimes it's hard to cut it. And look at this. And from this one is the piece that I cut for the spine as well. But the trick that I did is I glued 2 of these strings to make it a little bit thicker, and you will see how, and you will see why. Then you cut the other one. I'm gonna go quick. I'm gonna do the stamping and all of that in now. So the last thing I'm probably gonna do is just the numbers on my own, but you will see anyways, probably the 1 or 2, and it's so easy just to put them, but it is quite a bit of a work, honestly. Why do I put it and make sure that it's in a line? It's just to make sure as well that every line is lined, so it's not twisted or anything. Okay, this is one from there and from there. This is the back. Okay, that is one. So the next one. Oh yes, I did make a mistake, I think. Never mind, I don't care. In the numbering, maybe not. Crossing fingers, I think not, because yeah. It is easy, isn't it, guys? Many of you knows how to do journals anyway, but for me it's been quite a bit of a challenging in order to check every step, especially when you've never done it before. Oh, am I right? Am I wrong? Is this right? This is wrong. Oh, this looks small. This no. I'm gonna save these ones just in case I need more spines in some small books or whatever. Oh, just to do tickets, small tickets. Okay, and this one is going to be in there. All right. Oh, sugar. I was forgetting one part. You see what happened when you talk too much? You forget stuff. I gotta get another ruler smaller than this one. I have to stretch myself. Now, next step, easy, man. we're gonna start inking. I'm gonna ink it with remember, vintage photo. That's my color. You can change it according with the pages, the colors that you're aiming for. It's easy. I like a lot. Okay. Just this side, because this one is gonna be glue. Yeah, no, I bet you did this one. Yeah, I just realized. It's all right, guys. Okay, then the inside, I like it, you know, to do like this and like that. See, looks good, isn't it, guys? I so like the colors. And with this craft paper, I don't know, enhances a lot the vintage looking or the old looking, depending what you want to say it. You want to call it. And like that. See, that's why I decided just to do 2 pages of this one, because imagine about 60 pages to do this. It's too much. Or 30 papers altogether. Yeah. Right in the needle and then going a little bit more. All right. This is 1. Almost done. And the next page. Don't worry about this one because it goes in the book glue. The glue. I like this color. It's really like the vintage photo. Any ideas, guys? If you have different ideas that I might use in the future, please put them in the comments box, because or conversation, because yeah, we can always work together. As I said in my video, in the introduction video, I'm just a beginner with all of these ones, so, and I'm just starting to put on my ideas, things that I like. I'm putting myself in here, the way that I work, discovering myself as well, because it's been so many years without working in my crafts, because I do work in a disability sector. I'm a support worker, so it's totally different to this one. And this one, to be honest, is just such a good relaxation. It's a tool, you know, because I got some bad days, good days. Perfect. Sorry, I was counting, so I'm not wrong. Now, what is the next step? All depending on you guys, because you might work in different ways. Maybe you like to do all the stamping before you even inking. It's up to you. All good. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm doing a bit of stamping. This ruler will go there. This ruler will go there too. I don't need it for now. This one will go there as well. Hang on a second. Just gonna start cleaning a little bit. Otherwise, I will just collapse with all the mess. I'll show you the stamps that I'm using. I'm using these two. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna show you something as well in there. Let's see. these are the numbers that I had from the ones from the die cut that I show you. See, very small, very petite, beautiful, and the font, as I said, absolutely nice. I did probably about 7 or 8 times cutting, so I got plenty for the whole book. The whole book is about 60 for 60 pages, 59, 58, something like that. So yeah, I do recommend it. Okay, I'm using this stamp in particular, this one. All right, also I'm using this one as well, which is this one in there. The other one that I'm using is this one. The 3 of them are from Temu, okay? And I'm using in particular this one, and this one. Actually, it's 1, 2, and 3. Sorry. Okay. They're very, very nice. And I put them in here. See? I got them ready to go. Now, the ink that I wanted to use, I'm not gonna do nothing in here. So in here, let's remember this one goes glue to the cover. I'm using tea dye. Okay, remember tea dye. So I'm gonna do here. You just put anywhere, pretty much. Also, I did this one as well, hickory smoke. All right, this is pretty much for the stitches. This one is for the teacups and all of that. All right, when I mean the teacups, these ones, the stains. All right, now we're gonna start. I'm gonna just start doing one thing. Okay, I'm gonna put myself more into the middle with this one, otherwise you're not gonna be able to see much, isn't it? And then you're gonna wanna kill me. Is you see, it's pretty much no much really. It's very, very light. You can do any ink, but I just wanted to do something very light. I don't want something to over, you know, overtake the look of this. All right, then this one, I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna do something different. Look, continuity. Okay, like that. That's all. I don't want nothing else in here. I'm gonna use this one. Why not? See, I really like that. Sugar. Beautiful. Perfect. So that's done. Then I'll go this one. This one, yes, but this one with the cross, no. It goes and glues in there. Yep, exactly. So again, I'm just gonna do one stamp there and one stamp in there. Okay, and the same as in the back. Okay, now I'm gonna grab, I'm using the ones that is a baby to clean baby's bum. Very nice, and I love it because it's not too acid of those things, you know, the component of the thing, so it's nice and gentle with the stamps. And then like soapy thing. So So with this one, I finished. Then I got this one. I will cover this one so it doesn't dry too quick. Now with this one, I'll go again like this, and this time I'll go this the other way. See? And then why not? A little twisted, not too straight. Sorry, sending me messages. I'm not here. Now I'm gonna clean it. See? It cleans very well, isn't it? I think it's perfect. Look at that. Perfect. These ones are done. See, guys? Just a little touch. That's all. Now, what do I do next? Easy, guys. Stickers. What stickers do you have? Interested. Very interesting. I'll just put anything, to be honest. Okay. Not these ones. I might go for the big stickers. I might go for one or two of these. And I might go this time for a butterfly or something. You reckon? Okay, because the stickers here, I don't want to put the other ones across because I already have some in the other ones. Okay, first one to get. Now, what I'm going to do in here is, you will see once I get it, and then I bet you won't like it. I have one of these scissors. It cuts like, see? So I don't want the white part, so I just cut it myself. Look, guys, isn't that gorgeous? I'm good, am I? Oops. Just a little touch. You can still put some more anyways if I want it more darker. It's up to you. Cover this, take it out, clear. Rubbish. Oh no, this one is not rubbish. This one, yes. So come on. Okay. I forgot to take the patience pill. Yes. Nice. Okay, this is postage. I'm gonna put it right there in the middle because I want to see something in the other side as well. Noise. Okay, you can do some, I mean, you work it out the way you want it, because you can do some more stamping and more, you know, crunchy looks. I mean, name it. You can go any way you want it. I'm gonna put one of these in here, just like that. Not much. And yeah, why not? stay there. Okay, that goes there. I need this one. Oh, look at that. Okay. Rubbish. Rubbish. What are you doing there? And then there. I love it. Look at that. I got rid of the old white parts. Come on. Yes. Sorry, intense. And I'm gonna put it right there. That's all it is. Also, why I don't put many, because after I'm gonna be covering with these ones. See, so all good. Okay, so I got this part is almost done. Now we're gonna put details in here. Come on, get yourself together. Thank you very much. In there. Why? Because around there it's gonna be in the middle of the two of these slots. See? Forgot to put the look. Doesn't look bad, isn't it? Another idea. Oh, I love this one. Look at this. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, this one is gonna be here. Ta-da. All right. The other one will be around here. This one. Lovely, isn't it? I love mushrooms. Oh, that is perfect. Nothing here, remember? Got some glue in the cover. It's good for you to just cross it so you know where you're working at and where you are not working. I'm gonna put another one, an extra one, but small. As you can see, I'm not just minding any color, whatever. Look at that. It looks good. Okay. I finished with that one, I think. If not, I'm coming back again, guys. Hang on a second. This one drops. This one drops. Okay. Okay, I got that one. I got that one. Perfect. And I got that one. And I got that one. Okay. Now, we're gonna do the dividers. I got a piece. Yes, for 4 of them. 2 pieces of 4. You know, Very hard, isn't it? It's okay. All good. And then I'm gonna fold it in. This one is 1.5. Sorry, 1 3/4. Okay. No. My glasses. Hang on. Yes, 1 3/8. I'm verified in here because I know how much roughly it was in there. Around there it was. Yes, 1 3/4 it was. All right. So 1 3/4 in there, and 1 3/4. Okay. Yeah. Okay, white is 1 3/4. So I'm just keeping doing it just like that. This one is gonna be 4.5. 4 3/8. Okay, so we're gonna cut the end. We're gonna need one of these cuts. You don't want a small, it's all right, you get another one from bigger one. Normal, it's okay, just to make it straight. All right, and from there you work it out the other side. Okay, pen. That says 4.5 it was. Then 4.5 again. Okay, and we cut there. Remember, 1 3/4 and the 1.5. Okay, guys. Then again, remember, you work your measurements. Cut there, and then the next one. That's my dog, my baby boy, tapping. Okay, good scissors. If it's long, better. Cut every single one. I know. I can feel you guys. I mean, there's nothing simple, guys, isn't it? We want something ooh la la, you gotta work for the ooh la la. And we continue. And then the next one. We finish the cutting. We start the folding. You fold about like that much, okay? You regulate yourself in how wide you want this one. I want them to be a little bit deep, see? So I make sure that nothing falls. Okay, we're gonna start this one first. Okay, first page, glue, pin. I have to do my taggle for this one. Okay, start. I don't put too much. I'll put a little bit in there. Okay, and in there. One done. Come on, guys. Hey. Straight in when the glue doesn't come when you want it to come, isn't it? Never mind. Come on. Down, not too up. I hope that Margaret sees it and like it. Maybe she can do one for herself too. Because apparently she hasn't been able to find any of these ones, so it would be nice. Okay, next page, we'll go to the back. I'll go one in there. Also, if you see, I don't mind as well that the things in here, say for example stickers or whatever, they are in the middle of the way or under this one, because this paper is a little bit translucent, so it will give you a little bit of a shape of what is in underneath. So, and I love it because it gives you a very, you know, nice transparent thing. Translucent. There. A little bit there. See. Okay, so we have, I think, the last page at the back. You can do with the ones that I just put in there. Perfect. Okay. Yep. I'll use these ones. They're a little bit smaller, but they're okay. See? Still okay. 3, 6. Okay. The height is the same, okay? It's the white that is a little bit less, so I'm gonna take a little bit less in here. When I just turn around in there, it's gonna be less, but it will be fine. perfect. Isn't it good, guys? Perfect, perfect, perfect. How many of you guys have been using the baking paper? Let me know, because honestly, I never thought about it until now, and I found that is very good. Very, very good for these ones, for this type of things. I mean, to use if we're doing something like that for storage. It's perfect, guys. Really nice. Ew. Okay, another one now. And the next one. And then we're gonna do something else. I'm gonna show you how to sort of calculate as well for the spine. We're gonna sew it, but we're gonna do the very quick stitch, which is 3 points. And the reason why is because it's quicker, and the other thing is that because it's a small book, it's not gonna need really much reinforcement. Only 3 stitches, it will be fine for us, to be honest. And plus, it's not something that we're gonna put heavy inside. It's just gonna be paper or stamps. I mean, well, paper things. And I finished with the gluing here. Okay. Look. How cool is this? I'm in love. Honestly, I'm so happy. You don't have an idea. Okay, for the spine, we check this one. Okay, I don't want like going like this. I want to go pretty much like this, a little bit. It's easier. Okay, so what I do is I'll go there, and it's about hang on, in there 3/8. All right, now it's 3/8 for what I got this one, the spine. All right, this one is going to be the spine in the cover. All right, hang on a second, guys. Where is my, this is the one that I did. You cannot see it, but you remember the remnant that we have when we cut it, something like this. Okay, from these ones I glued 2 together, and then I cut it so it's nice and firm. See, beautiful, isn't it? I don't need any more, but yeah, so it is the same, a little bit smaller. The reason why is because this one will be sewn in here at the back, and we're gonna mark it now. Okie dokie. So the way we're going to do, I'm gonna show you, is gonna be easy. No worries, don't stress, okay? I did put in a way that, see, it's 3 signatures. So the one in the middle, I put a line in the middle, and then I left like a sort of 1.1 probably inches. Yeah, it is like 3/16 of an inch each one. Okay, and then I mark it, the line and the line. Then I mark The one in the middle, here is the stitches. This is 1 stitch, 2 stitch, and 3 stitches. See where it's going to be. All right, now I'm gonna take this paper, which I did this one or another one. No, it's okay. No, another one better. Hang on a second. Patient, guys. Okay, I'm gonna get another one of these ones. All right, and I'm gonna cut it exactly the same length. All right. Now with a pen, you're gonna mark in there where is 1 stitch, where is the other stitch, and where it goes the other stitch. Okay, with the ruler, yes, to be more precise and more square, we'll go like that, go like there. Okay. Okay, I mark it down. All right, and then I go there, go there, okay, and you will end up with something like this. Next, what you will need is, for the next step, I'm going to show you, no worries. At Temu, I got this one, which is amazing, believe me. Look at this. Whatever you need to do a book or something like a journal, it's got a set, so it's perfect. You got absolutely everything. The needles, thread, another one of these ones, and this one, and this one, which is the one that we're gonna use. This one is not the one that we're gonna use. Okay, I'm missing one. Isn't that great? No, actually it's this one, because this one it was pending, you know. Play again with my mind, but look at that. It's perfect, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna do the hole then. I'm gonna put the thing in there, and I'm gonna show you what are we gonna do now. So gonna be here, and we're gonna put one of it in there, and we're gonna do, you can do another one if you want in the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna get some more. I need for that one as well. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. All right, all right. One on here, and the other one in the other place. They are very good. Honestly. See? Okay, now make the holes. I'm gonna put this one in the middle, right there, and make your hole. Perfect. That's beautiful, man. Okay, can you see them? Perfect, isn't it? Okay, next one. Yeah, in the middle. Two. And three. Perfect. Next. There. One. Two. And three. Whew. That was great. Felt so good. Okay, next one. What else do we need? There is the people that they will call it wax thread, right? What is it? It's just thread, cotton thread with wax. Where do I get the wax? If I want the wax, big wax, Bunny Warehouse, they sell it for $3 something. It's a little bar. Easy. Let me see if I find it. I don't think I'm gonna find it now, because usually when I want to find something, I cannot get it. I got it. See, I was talking too much. This is the one. Measurements is not very big, but it's plenty. It's around 3 inches by an inch. So, and I put it in actually the paper, this one, baking paper. Why? To keep the moist. All right, and because, you know, in here sometimes we have too hot weather. I don't want it to melt, especially in something that I want, but it costs money. Okay, and you can see the texture of this. See? It's because of the wax. It's easier as well to thread in the needle, so it is good. All right, now I got more colors, but these ones are the ones that are probably going with this one. All right, which color? Or we do one color of each. That's another thing, isn't it? Now I'll go with this one. Look, perfect. Oh, it's nice too, isn't it? A little bit of contrast. Now that one. Too much. Okay, needles. These ones. Don't forget, you're gonna need something like this as well, because sometimes it's a little bit tricky. And with this one, with the curve, the task is completely easy. Now, which size I'm gonna use? I think I'm gonna use this one. Now, you can see that these ones is flat. These ones are usually for when you have leather or something like the leather. So, yeah, okay, just hold it in there. we're gonna do the one with like a round shape in there, but with a pointy end. This, all right. Now, length is 1. I'm gonna do 2. The reason is 1, 1, 1, and okay. And you can feel the wax in the hands, you know, guys. Okay, this one is the middle. All right. This one is the back. Yeah. And this one is the front, which is like this. Okay. Remember, there is an order. So we're gonna start from the one in the back. Okay. Now put yourself together. That's it. Middle. Perfect. Sorry, to the very last. Very nice. And then right in the middle, guys. In the other side, perfect. Nice. Okay. Okay. Nice. And we do the knot. 1 and 2. Okay. Good scissors. Rubbish. Perfect. Fine. Now we're doing it. Okay. Back, the back. Perfect. Next is the one in the middle. Pages number. Pages number. Perfect. Continuation. All right. Needle. Okay. This time we're gonna do it, guys. This time we're gonna do it, no matter what. Okay. Perfect. All right. Stressing. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Come on, guys. What is the hole? Perfect, perfect, perfect. What is it? Okay. I'm in this sect. I told you I was going to make mistakes. It's my first time with this. And in a video. How good is that? I mean, kill yourself, man. Thank you guys for the understanding, because I know that most of you guys, you know what it means to be in the land. Gosh, never mind. Look at that. That is perfect, man. Not. polish the nail, and then the thread. Guys, I can see it. It's good now. It is good now. Okay. And the last one. And the cross. And the cross. Whew. Hold your horses, girl. Yeah, no. I put it on the other side, man. There. Okay. Okay. Now with the hollies and the top. Can you imagine those ones that they do a bigger book? Oh my God, feel sorry. Oh my God. Honestly, I will panic. But if I do a bigger job, now you know. I will not do a video for that one. Most likely. Oh God. And if it is, it's gonna be like several videos and then I'm merging one. I found the hollow. Beautiful. And then in the middle again, but in the other side, please. See? Now I got it. See? This one is like, okay. Now. That is perfect. Now we're talking. Okay. That was stressing, guys. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Now, next step. I'm gonna do the preparation for this one. Yes, I know. What are you gonna do? It's okay. I have this one that I bought it from Temu, and it's gorgeous. It's double-sided, okay? And if you see, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this one just because I need this one to be standing up. So I'm gonna use this one just to hold it only. Okay. Now this one is double-sided. See what it is? I know. So I'm gonna get something like this. It's very sticky, guys. Honestly, very sticky. I think I did it right to cover as much in the middle, as much as possible in the middle. Okay, now I have this one, which is absolutely beautiful. Okay, this is like a cheesecloth. Can you see the? It's very nice. Now, you don't need to use this one, by the way, but I've seen most of the book makers to use this type of cloth. I've seen other ones to use the cotton. So I guess it's pretty much our option. to be honest. Okay, so now because I want to go fancy, I also got these ones in Temu. Okay, so these ones, they will go one in here and one in there. And how I'm gonna do it, pretty much I think it's like this. One like this, can you see it? And the other one in the other side in here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut to this. You see, guys, we got everything in Temu, and I'm telling you, I love it. Yeah, I know some people will not like it. I know, but honestly, if you're not fussy, oh my god, guys, look at this. Look at this. Absolutely what I wanted. So I'm gonna do it here. Okay, and I'm gonna do the other one in the other side. Okay, but I'm gonna cut a little string because in there is nothing, and I want some glue in there. You need a good scissors to cut because it's a cloth, you know, with the glue, and it will stuck. Okay, so in there. See what I mean? So now I get the paper out, and I put the cloth. Ooh, I think it's a little bit too long. Okay, there's something else that I need to do in here that I didn't think. I'm gonna cut it this one in half because I don't want this one to be glued yet. See the trick? I don't want to be glue this one, at least not yet. So how about this one? And we have a little, see, look how cool it looks in there. I love it. Okay, this one out. Now the fun part in here, which it takes a little bit long again, but I have things already cut. So you will need this one. This one is usually to cut material, but it will cut as well a piece of leather if you need to. Okay, this one is not really leather, it is the artificial one that it sells in a Spotlight. This one is pretty much like maroon brown because I love it. You're gonna need paper as well. I'm doing the one from Kaiser. So all right, I did cut two pieces, as I said, like this, which is a cover, and this one. Okay, now you're gonna need it's up to you, or otherwise you will do your own pattern, because you can do it if you have something like this. All right, that one is gonna do, okay, it's gonna be like this size long, but a bit more, because this one has to fold in there, remember? Okay, so pencil disappear again. I'm gonna do something like that, right? So we'll do something here, there, there. This one is going to be in the spine, okay, for the spine. So if you have this one like that, and with this, that's it. Very easy to cut because it's very sharp. The knife, they got it in there for the patchwork. Yeah, patchwork. Okay, this one I wanted to put it in the middle, right in the middle. A little bit. If you don't use all of it, even better. A good coat of glue, okay, because it has to last for a long while. Okay, in the middle, in the middle. Okay, perfect. Okay, now our tool, our special tool, which I don't find it now. Glorious. Why? Ta-da! This is absolutely gorgeous. I did put it in the introduction, I think it is, or yeah, I think it's in the introduction with some things like miscellaneous stuff, or otherwise, never mind, I will try to get it again in the description box, the link. Now, the one that I bought it was in those days 2 for practically the price of 1. It was amazing, the price. Now, this one has got many uses. It's a little bit of a ruler, the 90 degrees in the angle for a better angle, and then this one in here, little one, is there. Why? See what I mean? See what I mean, guys? So that will give you pretty much that's how much from one and the other one has to be. And see, in there is perfect. And then you take it out and make sure in there is also the same. Otherwise, you make your own thing in there. It's easy. How wide it is. It is around 3/16. No, sorry, 1/8. Okay, so it's pretty good. Now I'm gonna do the glue in here. I should have put something underneath. Down there. And this. Perfect. Okay. 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 Perfect. Okay. The other side. A little bit of glue. Nice. Perfect. See? All right. So I have this one to cover. Okay, in there. It's gonna be, this one is the cook paper, remember? So yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, and I'm gonna put it straight away, and then we can cut it easy. Now more glue. Okay. All right. So we can cut it with scissors. All right. Yeah, cut without problem. Okay. Now go to the other side. And the other side. I'm doing a little bit overlapped, so it's nice and smooth, the transition between the leather and the cork paper. You know what I mean? Oh, that is awesome, man. Okay. Okay. Now, first thing that I'm gonna do is put this one. Okay, that one. And in there, where this crisis sit there. There and there. Yeah. Okay. Where is the other one? Don't have another one. Yep. Okay, just for the record. Now, please guys, if you know how to do this one, give some more input as well for us, so we know what we're doing wrong, what we're doing fine, and all the things. So it's easier for the ones that are starting like me to learn. To be honest. Leave actually the video up until now. The reason why is because I need to wait until that thing is really dry so we can continue actually with writing, because I want you to see properly, not the and I'll do another video, so I'll post both of them together. All right there. Now don't forget please to subscribe, to like, to share please, because I mean, the more we are, the more input we have, we learn more, and you help me too, and we have fun. Okay, now the main message: be safe, stay safe, and enjoy life. Big hug from down under, guys. Bye.